This movie tells a story about Jacqueline, who escapes her war-torn country to a Greek island. She meets a tour guide and the two become close as they each find hope in the other. First of all, this movie is really hollow. It's thin and generalizing, as the movie treats all trauma is one in the same, undercooked in research and understanding. The movie frustratingly tries to evoke its emotions purely through juxtaposed imagery and heavy use of flashback sequences. For most of the film, Jacqueline's story is told through a series of flashbacks. However, this approach adds to the ambiguity of her characterization. The movie tries to masquerade this as depth, but the fact is that her character is underwritten and the main actress is not given much to work with. Time shifts consistently, which undercuts her performance as well. This makes Jacqueline remaining an empty vessel rather than a fully realized person with any interiority. We get flashes of her family, but we never get any idea of her identity outside of her trauma. The trauma inflicted on her family came from them being in privileged position, yet that aspect is not explored either. The film doesn't seem to care enough about her personhood to give us any of these details. It rarely individualizes its main character, quietly watching her as she struggles to survive. The movie sees its main character as an intruder, as the film doesn't allow her to build the contemplative connection that the character deserves. Any empathy comes across as coded, the vagueness of the narrative only cementing this absence. Subdued to a fault, the main actress cannot escape the limitations of the character. She does little as Jacqueline, storing up her energy for a speech in the film's third act. Unfortunately, when her chance inevitably comes, her outburst feels nonsensical. The viewer doesn't feel a flood of emotions. Instead, it feels confused, sour, and totally unearned. The relationship and interactions between Jacqueline and Kelly come off as trite as well, being forced together by loneliness with little to talk about. Kelly's arrival is supposed to empower Jacqueline to be herself. Unfortunately, that's something the movie tells but doesn't afford the audience an opportunity to witness. Overall, this movie is a disappointment. We do not recommend this movie at all.